So coming out to the property today, and this is my mess of a pallet chicken coop. And yes, I do everything wrong and in the wrong order, but it's standing. That's all that matters, right? I still need to figure out how to get a roof on there and stuff. And I need to get the doorways squared up and figured out, because these are obviously, this side's fairly close to being able to touch, but it's like all diagonalized crooked stuff. If you notice this wall, it's very, very crooked. Very crooked. Where the other one, we kind of squared up the ground a little bit before we put them down, and it's a whole lot straighter. Yay! So now I get to try to move the other side and try to get that side's kind of squared up to this one, because if you look on this side, you can see how far off those two are, and the pallets are all basically exactly the same size. But if you notice here on the ground, you've got this side that's down here and that side that's kind of up a hill and up here. So I need to get those matched up. So I'm gonna have to try to pull that out and square up the ground a little bit and try to get those back on there so that that top area up here matches up and not so spaced out and wide. We're building the chicken coop first because I am me and I'm backwards on everything, and I ordered 50 chickens so that we can eat them. But other than the chickens and the fact that that'll help with the food bill, this is a 400-foot driveway that goes straight back to a chicken coop where there is nothing else, basically. Because we were clearing out this spot, so we were thinking about putting the house here. Then it's like, okay, cost of the electricity would be like $20,000 or more, and that's stretching it a bit. And so looking at, we need a well, and that's going to be right around $20,000 or more depending on the company, because we need to go down a good 300 feet. We did put up this little pallet shed for putting the kids' bikes and such in there, and we got, I don't know if those are summer tires or snow tires or what that those are in there, but those are for the truck. I've got some wood piles back there, and we've got the slide over here. And no, buddy, the tires need to all come over here in this line. Okay? Not the big ones, just these ones. And so this area right here is where we're going to clear out for the kids. And this will be the kids area. We're going to have tires stacked from this tree to this tree to this tree, and then over to that tree, and kind of squared up to that bigger tree back behind this smaller tree, and just basically over to where that green tape is on that tree back there. And that way we have, and it'll go all the way back to that tree with that green tape on there, and that way we can put the pallets up, and we can put buckets, or not pallets, tires up, put buckets into the tires. I want to paint the tires gray so that they look kind of like a brick wall, and grow plants out of the buckets that the kids can eat. And that way they basically have an edible garden and fence around the kids' area so that the kids stay in there and stay safe. So big work in progress. It's going to take a while. Don't ride on that if the tires are flat. And so since we figured out that the electricity is going to cost a lot much to stretch way back here, we were thinking about coming down, because we've got this little old grader road or something right in here. And it's a nice big opening right in here. And I was thinking that this would be a really good spot because this road loops around back out of the driveway again. So it would be like a looped driveway. And there's this nice open spot right in here. I was thinking, and it's fairly level, so if we were to clear this out and we put the house right here, then this would be a good spot for being able to have a house, put a shop up, and have a good loop driveway, and be able to make a path right through in here to get out to the chicken house and all that stuff. And so basically my thoughts on that original pad that we were looking to put the house on is that spot is one of the sunniest spots that we have in the entire yard, and it gets the most sun out of the day. And so I figured that that would probably end up being a really good spot to put the garden. And so I figure if we clear this out, then it comes right up against the kids' play area. Kids' play area is coming to that first green tree right there. Not that one, but that one right there. And it'll come back over in here. And that way the kids have a nice big play area that they're able to run around and play in. Because I have 6 kiddos, and you would only know that if you've watched a couple of my other things, which I don't have very many because I'm still just trying to get things started up and moving and such. Sorry, looking at boys. But this is where this comes out, and like, I mean, it's nice and treed, but yet it's clear and fairly level in here and stuff, so make a really good sitting area, put up benches or whatever, and let's have a sitting area. But I mean, all of this is just, it's really nice and fairly level, and I love it. And so over here, where basically where the truck is and stuff, we're looking at pulling out some of these random trees here in the middle, and just doing a nice big garden right back in here so that we have food and stuff for the kids and throughout the year. I don't know what the boys are doing. Looks like they're tying up a bicycle. What are you guys doing?
I'm pulling him.
On my broken bike.
Don't run into the truck.
I won't pay for it. It's your bike.
Now that's scary. Alrighty. Joys of having boys. I have 3 boys. The oldest is 15, Eric is 11, and the youngest is going to be 8 here in like 2 weeks. Anyways, back at the chicken house. And there's plenty more ground to cover, which I'm planning on doing a closed-in coop because we do have a lot of predators out here. And so the safest thing for the chickens, especially since I'm not living out here currently, is if I enclose this area up. And so basically it's easier if I can see where I'm going because I'm using a small camera that I can't do this with. But I'm figuring if I take from this edge of the front of the chicken coop and I come over to about where this tree is over here and go back and stuff, and I can come back to basically where my pathway is and stuff like that, come back to here and come over, then I'm taking this tall tree right here out because it's in the way. But I'm gonna come right about over into here. So all of that will all be chicken run, and it'll all go right back up to the very front of the chicken house. So up over into here and then straight over there. And so lots and lots of room for the chickens to run in. So I don't like having them in too close of a space. The chicken house itself will be 200 square feet, which, considering the chickens are supposed to have 3 to 4 feet of space per chicken, that'll give them a good amount of run to do. That sounded like one of my daughters, but my mom has them. That was weird. I'm putting the roost up along the wall here and just trying to make basically it be at a one level roost. That way they're not fighting so much and everybody gets the highest spot. I am going to be putting this up over in here so that I can put the feed bucket over in here and keep the feed out of their reach but still enclosed in their area, so that all the tools and things I need to work with them will be in here. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing for the roof, because obviously that old stick is not going to work. So looking at the concept of when I take down like that tree or something, of splitting it and using each half for halves on the roof. Not sure yet. Just kind of figuring this out as I go. The only thing I've ever built is popsicle little stick houses for crafts. And so I'm basically using the same exact concept, which might not work too well for a building, but it's a chicken coop, and I figure as long as it's sturdy and stable and I can climb on it, then I guess it's okay. So anyways, that's what we're doing, and I hope that you will enjoy it, and I'll try to get another video up here in the next week. I'll talk to you later.